Now it's time to look at another command. Pan. Imagine you have a framed photo and you want to make the frame bigger without changing the picture itself. It's a cool way to explore and add context to your picture while keeping the core parts untouched. Let's try it out. I want to see what's on the right of this puppy. Okay? So you can go down here and check out pan. If you don't have the pan, you can click on more options and you will see pan here. You can just check mark it in. It will be added to your creative actions menu. I want to see what's on the right. And there we have it. So the puppy is waiting for you to play with the ball. Or there's just the carpet. Or there's the heart. You could also pan left from here. You could also pan up. You could also pan down. Let's see what images we get. If you notice here, panning is changing the aspect ratio of your image. Earlier, we had a 16:9 image, and when we go pan up or down, you get a square image. And if we go left or right, you get a 2:1 image. Now it's time to explore endless combinations. We are going to be looking at permutations. You can use permutation prompts to easily generate multiple prompt variations from a single idea. Think of permutations as a way to make many different prompts from just one prompt. Instead of typing each one by hand, you write it once, putting your options in curly braces, separated by commas, and let MidJourney do the rest. For example, a man in a curly bracket open, yellow, red, blue, cowboy hat. Oops. Yellow, comma, red and blue cowboy hat. Okay. Now what MidJourney is going to interpret this prompt as is a man in a yellow cowboy hat, a man in a red cowboy hat, and a man in a blue cowboy hat. Let's see what comes up. Yep, there is a man in a blue cowboy hat, a man in a red cowboy hat, and a man in a yellow cowboy hat. Alright, now that we've looked at a bunch of parameters from MidJourney, let's look at upscaling your images. So when you get an image from MidJourney, let's say it's a 16:9 image, you get 1456 by 816 pixels. This is not a small image, but it's also not HD. What you can do is upscale the image within MidJourney to make it larger. Okay? So let's say I liked this image. Now to upscale this image, you have two options. In the Creative Actions menu, you have Upscale Subtle and you have Upscale Creative. Let's take a look at what Upscale Subtle does versus what Upscale Creative does. In both cases of upscale, you're going to get a final image result of 2912 by 1632 pixels. What this does is, when you animate the image using Runway, Pika Labs, Minimax, you give that software much more information to work with. What it also does is, if you're taking an image and just going to put it into a video for YouTube, you would have to scale the image up. Whereas if you use an upscaled image, you would have to scale the image down, which means higher resolution. Let's check out what a subtle upscale is doing. This one is the subtle upscale. And let's look at the creative upscale. There is not much change from the original image in a subtle upscale. Whereas in a creative upscale, you get a little bit more changes. MidJourney is looking at your image, the original image, as a starting point and deciding maybe some things need to change. So over here, MidJourney has decided that maybe this ornamentation on his cowboy hat can be a little subtler. His facial expressions remain the same, but his face looks a lot less plasticky. I would highly recommend using the creative upscale if you want to experiment with some parts of your image. But if you have already what you want, then the subtle upscale works the best. Now let's look at variations. Variations can be used if you want simple tweaks to your image or a complete overhaul. Variations allows you to create different versions of the same image by changing little details or the overall arrangement. Think of variations as a creative tool. It helps you explore how several versions of your image might look, either by making major changes or little tweaks, all without starting over from scratch. Let's check it out. We are going to take this image and give it a subtle variation as well as a strong variation. Let's look at the results. This is from our subtle variation. You can notice that MidJourney has changed a bit of the hat, and which is not really a good look. There's a little bit of more change in his expression, and the ornamentation of the hat has pretty much disappeared. Again, subtle changes, and the expression of the man has changed, and a little bit of the hat has changed again. Now this was the subtle variation. Now let's look at the creative variation. This, as you can see, has completely overhauled the image. There is a wooden structure on the left. The cowboy's positioning has changed. Even in this, the angle from which the photograph is taken has changed. The texture of the hat has changed here. Yup, again, the hat has changed, and clearly there are some changes with the face with every version. So, what's to understand from here? Subtle variations make small detail changes to your image. This is perfect when you like the overall image but want to tweak smaller areas without a full redesign. And strong variations more significantly change your image while keeping the main theme intact. The core idea stays, but the visuals change in new ways. This is ideal for exploring bold, creative possibilities while sticking to the original concept. Another quick way to get variations is to hover over an image, and MidJourney will display two options, which is again very subtle and very strong. Have you ever wondered, what if this image was a little wider? Well, MidJourney can let you do that by pulling back the lens and revealing the bigger picture with zoom out. Now let's say we like this image, but we want a medium shot of the cowboy. Well, that's totally possible to do with zoom out. If you see here in your creation actions, you will see zoom. There are two options, 1.5x and a 2x zoom out. Let's see what a 1.5x does. And let's see what a 2x does. What MidJourney also gives you the option to do is to tweak the amount of zoom by clicking this little edit button on the corner. You can go for a 1x zoom out. Let's try that. If you don't see zoom in your creation actions, click on more options and check this zoom button. Okay. Let's see our results. This was the original image. And this is what we got at a 1.5 zoom. As always, we've gotten 4 options. And you can see that the image in the center remains the same. This is a 2x zoom. What MidJourney is doing here is outpainting from your original image. Another way to adjust your prompt and guide your variations and edits is by using the remix feature. With remix, you can tweak or adjust your prompt text while working on your MidJourney images. Remix lets you steer how your images turn out. You can change both your prompt and the parameters that you used in it. A remix basically lets you build upon the existing image by creating similar ones with a new or updated prompt. So let's try this out. Let's say I want a subtle remix. A man in a yellow cowboy hat. And it's going to automatically add this image as an image prompt. Yellow cowboy hat holding a lasso in his right hand. Okay? Okay. And now let's do a strong remix. As this suggests, a subtle remix will give you smaller differences for fine-tuning the image, while a strong remix will give you larger differences for moving in a completely new direction. Okay, and I'm just gonna redo this. And you know what? Yellow cowboy hat, and we'll add cowboy hat, a purple jacket, holding a lasso in his right hand. Let's try this out. Let's see what we've come up with. Okay. Well, this didn't really work out. But the strong remix seems to have worked on some level. You have the purple jacket. You have the lasso in his hand with a purple jacket. You have a lasso and the purple jacket. So MidJourney, what happened here is very obvious. And this is something that you need to understand about AI tools. So when I give this image as a remix to MidJourney, it's going to have trouble finding out where the hand is because there is no hand in this image. So it's going to try and do certain things which, for the sake of subtly changing the image, it's going to give you some changes to the image, but it's not going to adhere to the prompt. But when we do a strong remix, it's kind of given a little more liberty in order to make the images. I think one of the things that really worked for this particular prompt is also the fact that we had added a purple jacket. So MidJourney also knew that there is more that it can do with this image. The issue is it didn't know where this cowboy's right hand was in the first place. So if I just take this prompt and just feed it into MidJourney, it'll probably give me a much better image. See? Lasso in his right hand, lasso in his left hand. Well, I don't know if a cowboy wears this kind of a jacket. Yeah, lasso in his right hand, much, much better, right? Let's try another example of remix to just get an understanding of what remix actually does. So here we have an image of a woman, a photo of a woman in a red sari in Mumbai with motion blur shot with a Leica M6. Let's say I like this particular image. Okay, let's remix it. Remix strong, and we are going to add it. I'm going to change it to a ancient Indian warrior in Mumbai. Let's try that out. Here we are basically just telling MidJourney, I like the image quite a bit and I want you to change the subject. Okay, let's hope it works. This is a remix. Is this a strong? Yeah, this is a remix strong, and we'll do the same thing with a remix subtle of an ancient warrior in Mumbai, motion blur with a subtle remix. As we wait for this image, let's look at another feature which is right over here, which is rerun. Rerun, basically what it does is that it's just going to take this same exact prompt and rerun it. It's essentially like a repeater code. And this is when we just reran the prompt, and we got some different images with the same prompt, same exact prompt. Now let's look at the remix subtle. It's totally missed out on the warrior. It's too much for the warrior to understand. Then you have remix strong, which is again an ancient warrior in Mumbai. Again, not really getting the entire point of what we are trying to do here. In these kind of cases, I would say use the editor tool, which we'll talk about in an upcoming video. But yeah. Personally speaking, I barely ever use the remix. And if you find a way that remix actually works for you, do let me know in our discussions. And we can explore remix together. So we've gone through all of the creation actions. We've done vary, upscale, remix, pan, zoom, and rerun is also done. And then there's the editor. And we'll talk about it in the next video. And then you have this use in prompt feature. It's got 3 options: image, style, and prompt. And we'll get to that in an upcoming video. All right, now that you know all of these advanced prompts and parameters, this is where MidJourney stops being just an AI tool and starts being your cinematographer. Now it's time to put it all into practice. Let's see you direct a cinematic scene that looks like an actual film still.